This is meant as a joke. It is not at all super serious in-depth guide to Final Fantasy. Any jabs I throw at anyone's way of playing the game are merely for comedic purposes only, especially when it comes to people's skill and performance and playing their role. There is nothing wrong with making mistakes or not playing 100% if really. Everybody does it. Nobody is perfect. Not they haven't met Dexter, the greatest dragoon of all time. Like we said yesterday, Tenebrae, yesterday we was talking about how Dexter, right, the great Dexter, the Azure Dragoon, he has never ever jumped out of an arena. He has never jumped into danger. He has never jumped at the wrong time. I know I never pressed jump ever, but still, you know, greatest Dragoon of all time. But I thought I would just check. Yeah, I've started to press jump. I have started to press jump thanks to this video, or the one yesterday. But anyway, I just want to quickly watch this. Second greatest Estinian, yes, or Estinian is a bro. I'll clip that first black flip out of an arena real hard once it happens. Never ever switch to an underlevel job. Oh yeah. I seriously did not plan that. Honestly, I thought people were going to think I planned that. I really didn't. I was actually excited to show you all that I had picked up White Mage. Anyway, let me watch this.
Everyone always says you should be a team player, but honestly, I've always felt like the best way to help the team is by crushing whatever obstacle that's in the way with my heavily toned squat receipts. So that's it. No more playing for anybody else. I play for me, baby. Any reason the raid wipes from now on is no longer my fault. I only exist to make...
See, that's never happened to me with a jump. I have never jumped out of an arena.
Big numbers fly towards the screen and watch my skill bar light up like a Christmas tree at a rave party. And you bet your precious patoot the progress preventers will be promptly pounded because this potent projector of pain will be peppering those beasties until your pack is paved with enough resulting pellets that every peddler will pray to be pampered.
Oh my god, this guy's so funny. This guy is so funny. Oh my god. How have I only just been found his videos?
Welcome to a crap guide to Final Fantasy.
And he's into the bodybuilding as well. That's brilliant.
Being a DPS is like being the king of capitalism.
And this is me.
Because the way you play, taking care of others, is for bitches. Pay no attention to anybody else's well-being unless it directly affects you, and so long as you're alive and safe, you can act like anything bad that happens around you is probably not your fault. All that brain power instead will be put towards what really matters, your complicated as shit damage rotation. That's right, step aside tanks 1, 2, 3 and healers 2 damage buttons. These are where the big guys and gals play. Or at least that's what they like to tell themselves, since one of the only party utilities they have to worry about is pressing the faint button once in a blue moon. They're hot.
Hey, wait, hold on. Right? Now, when I'm not thinking about other players, okay, it's not malicious, okay? This is not a malicious thing. I just think it's a Dragoon's job to inflict DPS, right? Why would I need to think about healers and tanks? Why? Why would I need to? It doesn't make any sense. No? A tank's job is to think about the enemy and to think about protecting me, and the healer's job is to heal me. Right? Tank protect me, healer heal me. Tank the floor. Well, if I tank the floor, then that's the healer's fault. No?
Bar will more often have dozens of buttons all dedicated to...
As long as you can cast Battle Literary at the damage window, we all good. I've started to do that. You should care about the healer so that the healer can deal damage too. Oh yes, because everything is DPS in this game. Then what is the point of me? What is the point of my existence? Why do I exist? Why does Dexter exist if everyone does DPS?
The melee DPS is the most important person in the party, as you are the one on the front lines inspecting the bad guy's anus like...
I keep missing these things. Wanna watch me get a Vuln for a second of uptime? I don't know what this is. Wanna watch me do it again? Featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. Badass game. WASD is completely rubbed off. I don't understand any of this. You get a gap closer and you get a gap. You DPS the most Ds of all. Big DPS. Wait, hold on. You can hardly be expected to avoid things. Do your job. Green DPS. Burns a lot of MP while healing. I feel like I'm offending a lot of people. Wait, I have taken on the white mage job, okay? I have taken on the white mage job and I will be healing this weekend for viewers. Okay, we will do leveling dungeons and then I can show you how easy it is.
Most important person in the party, as you are the one on the front lines inspecting the bad guy's anus like it's where all the Hrothgar hats are hiding, while avoiding the enemy's sprays of hot poisonous gamer stain. Not only are you going
sorry, one more thing. I keep stopping it too much. Also, I've done this before, and someone told me I run around too much. Okay? Vuln is a vulnerability debuff that increases damage you take, typically by failing. Okay. I always try to stick him in the rear all the time. Dies laughing in white mage. I will join you and make your life hell. So I always try to get behind. I always try to get behind the boss, and then I was told by someone that I keep running around too much and I should just stand there. So you have some skills that do some more damage and some that do a flank, unless you have flanking positional. Oh, Death Star. I don't know. I do have one skill that does flanking damage now.
Be up in their grill, turning their cheeks into a ripe tomato while flip-flopping
sure.
in and out of danger like you're a politician making pancakes. You're also going to make like an adult film star and learn positionals. Certain attacks in your damage rotation will require you...
Delivers an attack with potency in 260, 400. Oh yeah, I learned what potency means.
You to land them in specific areas around the enemy target, specifically the rear and the flank, in order to deal additional damage. How do you tell where those positions are? By the massive disembodied titty underneath the target. See this nipple? That's the front, where the tank will be sucking on the sweet milkies that are tank busters. Which obviously means this conspicuous ticulus on the opposite end is the rear. What about the flank? That'll be on either side of the enemy.
Okay.
And if you're ever confused as to where each area begins and ends, a useful tip on how to tell is imagine there's a big X dividing each of the quadrants. Or you could just press True North and pretend positionals don't exist like it's an embarrassing memory of that time you did the Gangnam Style at school, unironically.
True North means you don't have to worry a bit. There's an ideal spot that's around the backside flank, so you can move to the rear and flank. Oh yeah, so you can like go left and right. This part I really didn't know, and I learned from this video. I was 1 year into the game. Janie, that's crazy. 1 year. God. Well, to be fair, I have a lot of people helping me. How many of you had a support group like I do? I mean, Christ, I've got my own Discord. I've got my own Discord with like almost 50 people in it. I have been given leather outfits. I have been given kitty spears. I have been given money. I have been given best in slot gear for my level. I have a mentor that literally takes me around and does everything with me and for me. I am a person of privilege. That kitty spare is amazing. Yeah, Dexter is a kitty of privilege. I am sorry that you paws have to watch him. I'm joking. Dexter, I'm getting too cocky. I'm getting too cocky about my job, Dragoon. 10 years ago, solo adventurer, cold and alone, in the rain, uphill both ways. Yeah, see, I'm like a silver spoon kid. I've been fed a silver spoon with this game. People are willing to help if you ask. Get lots. Yeah. On a serious note, I mean, I'm joking around. A serious note, it's super helpful. I am so glad. And I honestly do feel privileged. I was joking around then. I honestly do feel privileged that, good that you know it, spoiled scallywag. I am extremely spoiled. I watched like one Final Fantasy 14 and then my suggests were forever tainted. You can learn more by doing than being a little carried. Oh, this is what Cos says now. Cos they sit there and cheer as I take these things on myself. But yeah. Anyway.
The only time it isn't the case is when the enemy has a full ring without an opening, in which case you won't have to worry about any of that guff and you can just sit there like an off-tank who's actually having fun. Otherwise, between hopping back and forth in these two spots and running around catching up to the boss whenever the tank feels like doing cardio, your little wall's legs are gonna get so much working out that they'll be thick as the milk from the teats of a wet...
I want that emote. I want that emote.
Made of molasses.
People don't like to give others tips because of stigma of toxic players, but if you ask, you get essays. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which is to say, expect to move a lot. But what if I'm not in the right place for...
Or Lena. If you ask, you get essays. We've had this. Streamer privilege is a real thing. Oh, by the way, I do love the essays, by the way. Orlena is super helpful with Discord and with some of the planning and stuff. Crazy helpful. But we joked around that I was getting sent essays. So streamer privilege is a real thing.
a position or the boss is far away. Just remember the old adage. Always be casting. Even if you're not able to land your positionals or if the boss is too far away to make a melee attack, be sure to always be pressing your buttons no matter
Thanks to
what.
JoCat,
Unless you're a monk who has no ranged attack and you have to sit there thinking about how your job will inevitably be reworked yet again in the next patch. However, there is another secret epic gamer option that allows you to maximize the DPS you output at the risk of yourself as well as potentially everybody else. But it's usually the healers. This technique is called greed. The funny thing about AoE markers in Final Fantasy XIV is that they only ever mark you for damage if you are standing in them the moment they go away. This means that if you're fast on your fingers, you can stand there DPSing the bad guy while soaking in their radioactive orange juice until the very last second where you
I do this all the time.
Backflip out just as the dropkick of dooms.
That's what the jump is for. Oh my god, that's what the jump is for. I'm going to do that today. Mark my words. Today, I am going to jump out of an AoE. I'm going to do it. I'm going to change my hotkeys and I'm going to jump out of the AoE. Light bulb, yes.
Skims your fuzzy anime hairs and you don't lose a second.
Q jumping off an arena. First arena death incoming.
Of uptime. As I said, however, this is a high risk. If your timing is off and you spend just a millisecond too long, you'll be covered in cheese puffs.
Oh, one more question. Right, so when I jump, right, so this is the AoE, this is me, right, this is me out of the AoE. Is this me out of the AoE? Like, do I still have to cross that line? Until you jump off an arena, you aren't really a Dragoon yet. No. Vertical doesn't count. Oh, so I still have to time it to go outside. Right, until you jump, and until I jump off an arena, you aren't really a Dragoon. Well, let's hope it happens soon then.
And even die, or in some cases you'll have to suffer a fate worse than having to read the entire 24-hour chat log of Limsa.
Oh my god, Limsa chat log.
Shh, it's okay. Nobody's gonna take away your big damage numbers. Papa's here to make sure you don't greed too hard if you're not ready, okay? Okay. As the melee DPS, you also have first dibs on limit break against most bosses since yours deals the most damage, specifically when they're single. This is because when you hit the limit break button, you're not actually attacking them, just showing them pictures of a happy, healthy relationship, and nothing hurts more than emotional damage. Just ask Arianje. But what are the individual jobs of which meleeeth said up-close slappers to thine adversaries? There are 5, and each one is a different flavor of anime and edge. Monk, for those of you who want to go fast, having one of the shortest global cooldowns in the game means you'll be dealing out punches like you're a pissed-off caterer at a
Misty is a monk.
middle school sock hop. Instead of the traditional combos, each attack puts you in a specific stance. Bird, cat, and monkey. Each one combos into another attack that benefits from each respective stance.
Oh my god,
your rotation will be all about swapping stances around more than a kid trying sick moves to impress their crush at a middle school sock hop. You also have perfect balance, which allows you to go freestyle and pick whichever stance you're feeling more at the moment without having to do any of the normal stance setup. If you repeat the same stance 3 times during your freestyle, you get a purple token on your stylish moves punch card. And if you do 3 different stances during the freestyle, you get a white one. Do a freestyle with 3 unique moves one more time while you have both the purple and white tokens on your punch card, and you get to turn it in to make your crush dripping wet with damage because for some reason you get to kick them in the face. The only problem is you are the only melee without a ranged attack to keep your uptime. And although you do have a dash that lets you zip around like Goku on a triple shot Ristretto down blast.
Oh, I think they reworked Monk. Yeah, they have. Oh, is it? That looks really complicated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm too stupid to be able to do that. Wait, who? You got to land at RPR? What's RPR? Monk is still mostly the same, but it's easier to follow. Okay.
And Macchiato, if ever you find yourself without a target to punch during combat, you can call timeout on your buffs so they stop moving while you have a little cry because your crush rejected you at the middle school sock hop. Dragoon is probably the most straightforward of the melee classes and the one most...
Wait, come on. We have a bit of complex. We have a bit of complexity.
most likely to have a tragic backstory. You've got a 5-button combo that swaps between hard slaps and sakura flowers and a handful of buffs that will turn anybody else in the party into your partner in dragon slaying. What kind of dragon slaying? That's up for you to decide, which you'll have plenty of time to do while you're suspended 20 moms in the air dropping in like a scantily clad human airstrike who's got a date with Nidhogg at 5 and a party at the quicksand at 6. Yes, the Matanga in the room. Dragoon has several damage-dealing jumps necessary to unlocking special attacks in their rotation that will lock you into an animation, which means you're stuck and unable to move out of your location while the boss is just about ready to piss all over the floor right before you land. So be wary when using your jumps, lest you fling yourself right into a danger puddle and perpetuate the tired singular joke the 14 community has for the class. On the bright...
Wait, I missed that. I missed that stuff. When the 17,000 DPS Orange Pass Dragoon back... Okay. Is this the floor tank? Just because Dragoons die a lot does not mean all of us are floor tanks. Yeah, I died a lot in this one, but not because I'm a Dragoon. Guys, I need this t-shirt. I need this t-shirt.
Has for the class. On the bright side, though, you do get the objectively best job mentor in the form of...
Yes.
Ninja's
He is a
great
bro.
for people who enjoy American football, because for every 10 seconds of excitement, there's a minute of fuck all. Your rotation is all about fitting every goddamn cooldown you can into a small window of time where you make the enemy take more damage. And on top of that, you also have the ability to live out every weeb's dream and do a bunch of hand gestures to cast magic attacks and also drop down into a low position and run with your arms flopping behind you in the breeze, which Final Fantasy objectively proves
That
makes
does
you go
look cool.
faster.
That looks like Naruto. Is it Naruto? Naruto? I've never seen it, but I know the running animation.
What order you do, you will make a different kind of anime reference. For example, going Chi Tenjin Tenjin Chi Chijin unlocks a secret dark ending of Cory in the house and causes the enemy to be susceptible to bonus damage. But maybe you're facing a mob of enemies who are immune to A-rank powered life forms, so you'll instead have to go Tenjin Jin Chijin Chijin Tenchijin Tenchi for 3 seasons of Sonic Underground, which will kick sand into their eyes with how fast you'll be running circles around the slowpokes. More or less, you'll have to do some studying
Ninjas don't LB3, they LB weeb.
up on what combos do what. But here's a secret cheat sheet. Only the final mudra in the sequence matters. Fuck, it's the skill floor police, cheese it! Samurai, the job most likely to have a dick measuring contest with a black mage. I'd be careful though, their dad works at Square Enix. This weeb is the most...
What do they mean? What does he mean by that? What does he mean by comparing the samurai to black mage? I heard that black mage is really hard. Samurai looks really cool. Obviously, Sushi, you're a Ronin, so you love the samurai. Samurai are pure damage. Oh, okay, so it's who does the most damage out of black mage and samurai. They both do big damage. Yoshi P, plausible black mage. Oh, that's the director, right? And Sam is right here. Sam are great. Samurai, okay. What, black mage is not... I thought I heard someone say that it was difficult, or it wasn't very good until the very end. Who told me that? Someone told me something about black mage. New black mage is easy. Black mage was hard, not so much. They removed timers. It used to be... Oh, okay. Alright.
selfish of the melees, as it provides no utility for the rest of the party and instead acts like the average soccer player, focusing on being the star of the show who gets all the attention, especially when it drops to the floor clutching its knee when somebody sneezes on them. Your attacks contribute to a kink bar, which allows you to shame the enemy in a variety of ways as your
Oh my god, did he just say a kink bar?
katana is also a substitute for a horny bat. So you remember how the monk has a punch card? Well, so do you, except yours is your sword and the punches are stickers. You have 3 basic combos, each one giving you a slight buff and slapping a sticker onto your katana. And depending on how many stickers you have, you will get one of 3 different rewards when you turn in your sticker sheet. With one sticker, you'll apply a dot that'll last longer than it takes to clean your room. Don't lie to me, I know a majority of my audience has depression.
Hands up. Oh, we need a hands up emoji. Right, so I've got to clip this into a hands up emoji. We need this.
2 stickers will charge up an AoE around you, and 3 stickers will make
3 stickers makes what? Does he draw all this stuff himself?
each sticker attack also gives you an additional separate sticker. And once you have 3 of those, you get to do an additional And finally, the Reaper, the transfer student from
okay, so
Garlemald
this
who got the
is
rest to mauled at the fact that
Death Star. This is your favourite class. Is that what you said?
they think they're better than the rest of the melees. Which I mean they are, but don't let any Reaper hear you say that. It'll go to their heads. Being the darkest and edgiest of melees means that your job gauge is the Dark Souls HUD. Similar to the Samurai, you build
Right,
up...
I do like dark, edgy boys. Okay? Not like that. I do collect Night Lords. I do collect the edgiest of edge boys. These are the edgy boys. So I do relate. So Reaper does look cool. He's making Reaper look cool.
a bar that can be spent on big slaps. And those big slaps give you edgy boy points that can be spent on additional big slaps. Except this time, they're coral blue number 5 semi-gloss lipstick. Once you've kissed enough boys to build up your fashion bar, you get to turn into a spooky ghost. You do the slice. You do the spooky slice. The spooky slice.
Wait, no, someone said this before. Who said spooky splice
It's just
before?
your soul that's the price. You do the slice.
Spooky
You do
slice.
the spooky slice. And now you know how to play Melee. You're welcome.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm an expert.
Northern snow front of
Now I know.
The land was cold and the people scarred.
Okay, yeah, I want to keep doing this video. This guy's brilliant.
And how themselves with the deviant.
Is that it?
Now you'll swing.
Right, that guy is very funny. Very funny. Okay. Maybe... Oh, I can't keep doing him, though, can I? He has another whole video of it. I can't keep pumping out JoCat React videos. But I do think, like, I should... Wait, should I play Healer before I watch his Healer one? Or should I watch his Healer one, then play Healer? Or should I be a Healer, experience it for a bit, and then watch him? I don't know what to do. Play Healer first.